So we've got our random date generator here, and I'm just going to be going down the list in terms of in order of how people join the league to assign them dates. So starting with me. Oh, and by the way, we have data for this going back to November 6th. So that's why this is as of yesterday, or as of November 6th. And we only want to look at complete days, so this is as of yesterday. So for me, I get August 7th. Which is... and as I go down and assign dates, I'm going to alternate between kids. And so starting with Parker, that on August 7th, Parker had 9:45. So my number to start with is 4. Going down to the next one, we have Mitch. And Mitch's date is February 7th. And because I'm alternating kids, I'm going to assign Mitch Peyton's amount for that day. And so if I go back to February 7th, Peyton had 790. So sorry, Mitch, you're looking at 9 right now. Next on the list we have Jordan. And if I assign Jordan a date, November 27th. Going way back. And alternating kids. Parker for that date had... Ooh, 625. So Jordan's number is 2. For right now. Next up we have Chris. And so Chris is going to get a date of February 26th. And again, alternating kids. So this is going to be Peyton. And on February 26th, Peyton had... $770. So, Chris, your number right now is 7. Next up we have Vanessa. Vanessa gets April 21st. And that's going to be for Parker. April 21st. So we have a tie at 7 right now. April 21st, Parker had 770. So there will be a tiebreaker there. Next up we have Joseph, also known as Jojo, for those who don't know. Jojo, your date is August 1st. And that's going to be Peyton's amount. We have a tie at 2. Peyton had 920. So we'll have a tiebreaker at 2. Next up we have James. James, your date is December 26th. And so you get Parker's amount for that date. And on December 26th, Parker had 765. So James, you get 6 right now. Next up we have Lewis, also known as Louie for those who don't know. Louie, your date is July 12th. And you get Peyton's amount for that day. Aha! On July 12th, Peyton had 710. So we have pick number 1. At least for now. Next up we have Easy, also known as Eric for those who don't know. You get July 21st. That's going to be for Parker. On July 21st, Parker had 890. So that's actually a tie for number 9 right now. And lastly, we have Brian, I believe. Yes, so Brian, your date is July 22nd. And that's going to be for Peyton. And so that's a 3-way tie for 7, because that is 775. Okay, so here's where we stand right now. Kind of hard to fit it in the frame there. Going down the list, Louis has secured pick number 1. And so right now we have a tiebreaker for pick number 2 between Jordan and JoJo. So let's go ahead and assign them new dates here. Jordan, your new date is August 6th. And I'm going to keep the same kid that you had the first time. You had Parker, so you get Parker's amount for August 6th. That is $9.95. So looking very good for you there, sir. And JoJo, your new date is February 12th. And you had Peyton the first time, so we'll keep the same kid. Okay, Peyton had 775. So Jordan wins the tiebreaker. Jordan gets pick number 2. And so, Jojo, we will assign you another new date here, May 5th. Oh, would you look at that? May 5th, Peyton had 735. So Jojo lands the third pick. All right, and nobody else got 4, so I got the 4th pick. Nobody got 6, so James has the 6th pick. And then we have nobody got 5, but we have a 3-way tie for 7. And so what I'm gonna do here, let's go to the tiebreaker. So we have Chris and Vanessa and Brian. So Chris, your new date is July 13. And you originally had Peyton, so let's see what Peyton had on July 13. Peyton had 830 on July 13, so your tiebreaker number is 3. Vanessa, your new date is November 30th. And your original kid was Parker, so let's get Parker's amount for November 30th. Parker had 735 for November 30th, so that's another 3. So we may have a double tiebreaker unless Brian can break this. Brian, your new date is January 14. And your original kid was Peyton. Wait, what date was it again? January 14. Okay, so on January 14, Peyton had 700 even, so that's a 0, but we're counting that as 10. So Brian wins the tiebreaker. And because nobody landed the 5th pick originally, I am going to give Brian the 5th pick. And now we have a tiebreaker between Chris and Vanessa. Again, still at 7, so let's do a tiebreaker there to see who gets 7 and 8. So starting with Chris, your new date is March 4th. And that is for Peyton. Another 3. March 4th, Peyton had 630. Vanessa, your new date is January 26th. And you have Parker. On January 26th, Parker had 715, so that's a 1. So Chris wins the tiebreaker. He gets the 7th pick. We'll give Vanessa the 8th pick. And our last tiebreaker is between Mitch and Eric. So this is for 9 and 10. And so we're just going to give the winner of this tiebreaker the 9th pick. So Mitch, this is your date. Your date is June 15. And you had Peyton. Okay, so Peyton on June 15 had 865, so you get a 6 for this tiebreaker. Eric, your new date is May 30th. Your kid was also Parker, or excuse me, Peyton. Your kid was Parker. So, on May 30th, Parker had 705, so 0 is 10. So Eric wins the tiebreaker. He gets pick number 9. Mitch, you get number 10, unfortunately. So, this is how the picks ended up. We have Joe with pick number 4, Mitch with pick number 10, Jordan with pick number 2. Let me see if I can clear this up a bit. There we go. Jordan with pick number 2, Chris with pick number 7, Vanessa with pick number 8, Jojo with pick number 3, James with pick number 6, Louie with pick number 1, Eric with pick number 9, and Brian with pick number 5.